Now at 9, the Department of Homeland Security shutdown is approaching soon. Know it needs to change.
And the Trump administration has been ordered to bring Venezuelans back to the U.S. See what the administration will have to do.
Also, ICE has opened internal investigations into alleged use of force. Learn more about the cases.
Also, the annual Muncie Walk a Mile fundraiser is about to happen. Hear the story of a prominent member.
I have details on your Valentine's weekend forecast. NewsLink Indiana starts now.
Local news about local people, live from Ball State Unified Media. You're watching NewsLink Indiana.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Ava Lenz.
And I'm Arlene Thompson.
The Department of Homeland Security is out of time. Democratic senators have blocked a funding bill for it today. All other government agencies have been fully funded through September, but money for DHS got held up after Democrats demanded reforms in its immigration enforcement operations. Nearly all DHS workers will remain on the job, but won't get paid until Congress passes a funding bill. Agencies like FEMA, the TSA, and the Coast Guard will be impacted too. The deadline to fund DHS is actually tomorrow night, but Congress is off all next week for the President's Day holiday. Many senators left after casting their final votes for the weekend. GOP leader John Thune vowed to call them back to Washington if Democratic strikes a deal with the White House.
A federal judge has ordered the Trump administration to bring some Venezuelans who were unlawfully deported last year back to the United States. The ordered action is so they can challenge their removal under the Alien Enemies Act. The ruling comes nearly a year after the Trump administration deported more than 100 alleged members of Venezuelan gang under the sweeping 18th Century Wartime Act. The judge had previously concluded that those men deported in March 2025 to a mega prison in El Salvador did not get proper legal process ahead of their removal. The men were later freed in a prisoner swap with Venezuela. The Trump administration in recent weeks has resisted the judge's demands after proposals for how to provide the migrants due process. Today, the judge called the administration's unwillingness to comply with his directive unacceptable. He added that any deportees living outside Venezuela must be provided airfare to return to the U.S. The Trump administration is likely to appeal the decision.
Immigration and Customs Enforcement says it has opened more than 36 internal investigations into alleged excessive use of force by its agents. The case spanned from January 2025 through January 2026. Today, Acting ICE Director Todd Lyons told the Senate Homeland Security Committee that 18 investigations are closed, 19 remain open, and 1 has been referred for further action. Lyons did not identify the case sent forward. He said ICE reviews every incident and holds agents accountable.
The FBI has released new details about the suspect seen in Nancy Guthrie's doorbell camera footage. This is the backpack the FBI says the suspect is seen wearing in the video. It is a black 25-liter Ozark Trail hiker pack backpack. As for a description of the suspect, authorities say the man is a height of 5'9" to 5'10" with an average build. The FBI has also raised the reward for information leading to an arrest in the case, now $100,000. The FBI says it has received over 13,000 tips since February 1st, the day the mother of Today's Show host Savannah Guthrie was reported missing.
Now, Arlene, the weather that we experienced on Tuesday, that was really nice. Got a little bit of a heat wave.
Yes.
It was really nice walking to class, not in the street and on the sidewalk this time because it finally cleared up.
I was so excited to be able to leave my dorm without wearing a coat for once.
Yes, not having to worry about that was great.
Yeah.
Loved it. Let's take it over to Aaliyah with weather.
Those spring-like temperatures are definitely exciting to see this time of year. We're going to start by taking a look at some current temperatures. We're at 29 in Muncie and Farmland, 28 in Anderson and Newcastle, and 28 also down in Richmond. If we look a little more statewide, those temperatures are ranging in the upper 20s to 30s. You can see 38 in Indianapolis, a little warmer there, 32 in Terre Haute, and 31 down in Bloomington. Over the next 12 hours, those temperatures are going to decrease down into the 20s, so expect some frost tomorrow morning. Here is what we are tracking today. Spring-like days ahead, a Valentine's Day forecast, and some weekend rain chances.
Muncie Mission's annual Walk a Mile fundraiser is around the corner, bringing hope to the community, and you might want to bundle up and wear your good shoes. NewsLink Indiana's Kamara Munn has insight on who is planning to bring the competition.
If you live in Muncie, I'm sure you've seen signs like this all around the city promoting the fundraiser Walk a Mile. And whether you've contributed once, twice, or not at all, I spoke with someone who's made it their mission to participate for the last 17 years. Excuses don't exist to her. She's a workaholic, a mom of 10, grandmother of 17, and apparently,
that woman is a fundraising machine.
76-year-old Mary Ipple began volunteering at Muncie Mission around 17 years ago. She immediately made her mark with her compassionate personality.
She's like everybody's favorite grandma.
Most of her motherly love is shown through her activity in the Liberty Street Recovery Program for men.
They could be my child that just made bad decisions.
She agrees that her loving instinct is heavily influenced from the thought of her own children.
I always come in and think, you could be my kid, so I'm going to act like your mother.
Lee Edwards, Muncie Mission's VP of Community Engagement, tells us Ipple's spirit uplifts other workers.
It's pretty hard to be discouraged, down, feel sorry for yourself when you're around Mary, because she has risen above so many challenges.
Those challenges like none other. After being diagnosed with severe pancreatitis, Ipple was on the verge of death.
They told my husband there was nothing they could do after a few days, and he should call the family.
After asking for prayers from the community, a miracle happened.
And a surgeon came in and said to my husband, there is one more thing we can do.
The procedure led to yet another barrier.
They had to put me on a lot of medicine that took the blood away from my fingers and my legs,
resulting in amputation of both her legs and several fingers. A year after surgery, Ipple was ready to return to Walk a Mile, and the community couldn't wait to welcome her back. A group of middle school girls started planning.
They said, we're going to wear tutus, and we're going to call ourselves Mary's Merry Marchers.
Mary's Merry Marchers is still active today in the Walk a Mile fundraiser, bringing in crazy numbers.
She has been an active and avid fundraiser for us and has raised probably well over $100,000.
For Ipple, she's on the receiving end, no matter how much she gives out.
I'm the one that walks away with a blessing from being here.
Ipple is still accepting new marchers, and for any inquiries, reach out to Mary Ipple on Facebook. In Muncie, Kamara Munn, NewsLink, Indiana.
You can join Mary Ipple next Saturday, February 21st. Doors open at 8 a.m. outside the Muncie Fieldhouse. Coming up, hear from an all-female bluegrass folk band on their nationwide tour.
And you're in luck, as a McDonald's fan favorite item makes its return.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing to keep us focused.
A habit we never skip, to clear our minds and elevate our performance.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game? To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health. Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mental health. Discover the resources that you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Julie was always a voracious reader. She'd carry 2 novels on an airplane because she'd read one on a 3-4 hour ride. And at some point, I began to notice that she would read a page and couldn't remember what she had just read, and she'd have to go back and read it again.
I don't remember much these days after I read, but less does for me, and I love it.
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
Welcome back. Earlier tonight at 7:30, the Grammy-nominated folk band Sister Sadie performed at Pruitt Hall. NewsLink Indiana's Brianna Baru got an inside look on everything concerning the band's ongoing tour.
What started in a spontaneous jam session at the Nashville Station Inn sparked the start of the all-female Grammy Award-winning bluegrass band Sister Sadie. Since 2016, these women have been pushing country music boundaries, all while creating a lasting legacy in the music industry. While the audience may only see what happens on stage, there is so much that goes into becoming a band.
Planning set list and making the shows exciting and interesting for audiences every night, but also for us on stage who are playing these shows night after night.
With 4 full-length studio albums released, the band has taken their show on the road. Sister Sadie is currently on tour nationwide, bringing their sound to new audiences every night. The band continuously strives to push the boundaries of the genre they're in, writing lyrics that connect with their audiences.
Or you kind of get to a point where you're like, I need to write these songs, right? Like I need to express myself, and I think sometimes that genuine, true, raw nature of a song or a lyric or a melody is kind of what makes yourself so relatable to the audience.
While the tour will introduce the band to newer audiences, this band is no stranger to success. After 3 IBMA Vocal Group of the Year awards, 2 Grammy nominations, a headline spot at nearly every major Roots festival, these 6 women continue to achieve so much together as a band. In Muncie, Brianna Baru, NewsLink Indiana.
To learn more about the band and their hit music, visit their website at sistersadieband.com.
The luck of the Irish is hitting the Golden Arches next week. St. Patrick's Day season means the return of the Shamrock Shake. The minty green fan favorite is set to hit McDonald's restaurants Tuesday. It's been a staple this time of year since 1970. Also returning is the Oreo Shamrock McFlurry, which debuted in 2020. Mickey D's hasn't said how long it will serve the desserts, but St. Patty's Day is March 17th, so they're unlikely to hang around much after that.
Americans across the country are seeing their home heating bills skyrocket. The National Energy Assistant Director Association says home heating costs are expected to jump 11% this winter season, which runs November to March. That's an increase from the original 9.2% projected. The higher bills can be attributed to rising prices for natural gas, electricity, and heating oil. Along with sustained frigid temperatures, the vast majority of Americans heat their homes with electricity and natural gases. Industry analysis says those prices will likely keep rising for the next few years.
Find more about those expected spring-like temperatures after this break.
After his wife passed, my neighbor Larry started drinking. A lot. He was in distress and acting out. He had guns around, and I didn't want anything bad to happen. I pressed pause. Our local authorities filed a firearm restraining order to temporarily remove the guns. It gave Larry the time he needed to get help. It wasn't easy, but we got through it together. Learn more at illinois.gov/pause to heal.
Emma, did you hear?
Todd's in the hospital.
Who's Todd? He got a collapsed lung from vaping. He thought it was cool.
Not cool.
Promise you won't vape, Emma. It can lead to a lifelong addiction, and we can't be friends if your lungs collapse.
Bogus.
Wacky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Be right there. Wait. Use the shovel and bucket of water, remember? Drown, stir, drown, feel. Then make sure it's cool.
Where'd you learn that?
SmokeyBear.com. Brushed up on some tips before we left. Don't want to start a wildfire, right?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back. Right now you're looking on top of Cooper Science Complex across campus. Those skies are pretty clear. It's kind of hard to see right now, but we're sitting at 29 degrees, so just below that freezing point. Winds are calm and visibility is not a concern for this evening. If we take a look at some current temperatures in our viewing area, a lot of us are sitting just under that freezing point, with Portland being slightly warmer. If we look a little more statewide, everyone's pretty much same story except Indianapolis, slightly warmer, 38 degrees there right now. If we look at this current radar, you can see the clouds are dissipating. There was a chance for a scattered flurry or two, but right now we are sitting at clear skies, and that's going to continue as we go throughout this evening. Now with these skies clearing, the clouds are not trapping that heat, so we are going to get pretty chilly this evening with a low of 22 degrees. Calm winds overall, and those clouds are going to increase as we go into tomorrow morning. 8 a.m., 25 degrees, warming up to 44 by noon with peaks of sunshine throughout the day, and then 45 degrees for our high for tomorrow. Those winds are not a concern for the day tomorrow either. Now after tomorrow, we do have a special holiday this weekend, Valentine's Day, so here is your Valentine's forecast. Unfortunately, it's going to be pretty cloudy for most of the day. It is going to be overcast. That temperature, though, it's going to be pretty comfortable outside with just a light jacket or maybe a sweatshirt if you're going out and about. For the evening, it is going to cool off, but stay above that freezing temperature so you won't have to get those hats and gloves or worry about scraping off your car or slipping on ice this weekend for your Valentine's dinner plans. This precision cast, I want to point out these clouds when they start to come back in. You can see it was pretty clear, and then those clouds turn into overcast mid-morning on Saturday. If we go into Sunday, you can see this is 7 a.m. We do have that chance of precipitation, but it is not really a concern for most of Muncie. That peak coverage for the Muncie area is only 40%. So 40% of Delaware County is going to be experiencing that precipitation. It is going to be mainly affecting southern Indiana. Those clouds are going to dissipate and leave us with a sunny evening for Sunday. Now with these spring-like temperatures, we are in that 6 to 10 day outlook of having the probability of experiencing temperatures above that average point of 39 degrees. And you can see here in Indiana, we are in that darker red, so we do have that higher probability. And you can see that reflected in my 7-day forecast. You can see until Saturday, those temperatures are going to be in the 40s, warming up to the 50s by Sunday. And look at that, 61 degrees for that high on Wednesday. We are going to continue those spring-like temperatures as we go into next week, and even those low temperatures staying above freezing after tomorrow evening. So that's pretty exciting.
yeah, no kidding. Especially, I like seeing that 60.
Yes, I know. I'm so excited.
I'm just loving the sun recently. That has just been the best part.
Yes, and I can't wait to enter into spring and once we get all the flowers and everything like that. I can't wait. For sure. Me personally, I love seeing, I don't know, just all the greenery. But the only thing that sucks is my allergies get really bad.
Oh yeah, me too.
All right, well, thank you so much, Alina. There's a lot more to get on NewsLink Indiana. Emma Deaton has a preview of sports.
Thanks, Ava and Arlene. One Ball State coach is getting remembered for his legacy, while another local Muncie coach is currently building his. All this next in sports.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing we do to keep us focused.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game?
To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health.
Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mind and mental health.
Find the resources you need to keep your mental health a priority.
Love your mind.
Here's the deal. We gotta set ourselves up. See, retirement is the long game. We can't play about our future or our finances. Make moves, set up goals. Don't worry about a setback. Just save up, stack up to reach them. Let's put ourselves in the right position. Pre-game to greater things. This is pre-tirement.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depression stuff. You alright?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Emma Deaton with sports. Ball State Men's Golf is honoring a program legend. NewsLink Indiana's Stephen Grata has the story.
Tiger Woods, Rory McIlroy, and Scottie Scheffler. These names have become synonymous with golf on a national scale, but here at Ball State University, a different name takes center stage. Earl Yestingsmeyer passed away in 2019, but before he passed, he dedicated his life to the game of golf.
He's the reason we have this building. He's the reason we have everything in our golf bag and the golf bags. Everywhere you look around in this building is behind you, Duke of Earl. Everywhere it says Earl Yestingsmeyer.
And with his legacy being passed down through generations, it is remembered most by his former players.
He was one of the most respected, golf coaches in the country, and the legacy that he created is uniquely different in the world of college golf.
Yestingsmeyer was inducted into the Ball State Hall of Fame in 1981 due to his success as a coach, but his legacy goes beyond just the wins and losses. His legacy is being commemorated through the Ball State men's golf season with a pin being worn on the bags of all of the players.
He's the patriarch of men's golf, and the legacy that he created is incredible. He's in every golf Hall of Fame that you can imagine.
The commemorative pin started as a prize for an alumni golf tournament, but turned into more than just that.
What I kind of introduced was the concept of, hey, what about we order enough pins to where we can honor that same person with our current team, and we can put that pin on a golf bag.
And with that, Coach Fleck gave his players the opportunity to tell his story.
We absolutely had that happen a couple of times this fall. Like, some players would walk up and be like, hey, who's the pin of the old guy on the golf bags? And, the guys would be like, hey, that's our former coach.
And the players are more than happy to bear this commemorative pin.
To be able to just let our program represent Coach Earl and just the culture that he established here.
The Cardinals will play out the remainder of their season bearing the pin for the late Earl Yestingsmeyer. This is just one of the many ways he is remembered here at Ball State. In Muncie, Stephen Grata, NewsLink, Indiana.
Inside a local gym, one basketball trainer is doing more than just building athletes. He's rewriting the story he once grew up with so the youth today don't. I caught up with him to see why this program is personal.
For most kids, it's just another basketball training happening right inside these doors. But for Midwest Flex Basketball and Training, it's something bigger. And for the man leading it, it's something personal.
I geared myself on being one of the most affordable programs around, and I never let money be the reason why a kid can't play or train.
Mark White, the owner of Midwest Flex Basketball and Training, is giving youth in his community an opportunity. One he says shouldn't come down to cost.
I'm always working with parents. I come out of pocket, buy jerseys if I need to, shoes, whatever need to be for that kid to be able to play.
But for him, keeping the program affordable isn't just a policy or business decision.
I come from poverty, and I didn't have anybody who could really show me the ropes of basketball. I'm self-taught, everything, so I played in a couple AAU tournaments when I was younger, but not a lot because I just couldn't afford it. So that's why I do what I do.
White says he didn't have someone to open doors for him growing up. So now he's making sure every kid who walks through these ones has that chance.
I love working with inner city kids because I know I've been there. It's just an opportunity to get them in other doors, get a foot in the door, and let them see what else is out there outside of Muncie.
In Muncie, Emma Deaton, NewsLink, Indiana.
I'm always pretty partial to stories that involve youth, so I'm feeling very lucky to have a first-hand look at this one.
Especially seeing that, it looks very involvement, and I want to go and join. I don't know much about basketball, but
Yeah, I want to relive my youth. I was a baller back in my day. Bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah, and you know what? There goes the dynamite. So,
okay.
There's coming up, Isaiah Farrow has your campus coverage.
And we will have one final look at your weather. Stay with us.
My son, Ricky, took his life by the use of a firearm. It broke me in ways that I never knew that I could be broken. And I contemplated suicide. I still own my firearm. I keep it in a safe because I want to keep my grandson and myself safe. Store your gun securely, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo.
Mom was always organized, but she started forgetting to pay her bills on time.
And she'd buy the same gifts over and over.
Telling the girls about my Alzheimer's diagnosis was really hard.
At first we had our cries, but then we were like, okay, let's make a plan.
Early detection gave us time to adapt together.
It's so important for you to think about what you can do and making the most of what you have.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Student Association is hosted chocolate and strawberries just in time for Valentine's Day, an event where students came together to enjoy the season of love. Members of the BSA came together this week to celebrate Valentine's and make memories. Dipping strawberries in chocolate was not the only reason why students came out. It was also because building community and celebrating with each other was also at the forefront of the event. This is the second year for the Chocolate and Strawberries event, bringing students together to celebrate the month of love and also history. BSA is planning more events throughout the month of February for Black History Month. And for more information on events, download the Ball State Be Connected app for more.
Here at Ball State, the BSA makes a really intentional effort to do a series of programming for students, any student, but with a focus and concentration on our Black and African American students to support them and give them a safe space to celebrate their Black culture.
All right, well, thank you so much, Isaiah.
Thank you.
Yeah, and now let's take it over to your last look at weather with Aaliyah.
Thank you. We're going to take one last look at our 7-day forecast. We have temperatures increasing as we go into this weekend, getting up to 52 on Sunday, 55 on Tuesday, and then our peak heating for the week, 61 degrees for Wednesday. Those lows are going to be staying above that freezing point after Friday night. So I don't know about you guys, but I am so excited for that temperature to reach 60.
Yes, especially that means I can walk around, with no coat on, not have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm excited to be sweating.
No, I could so much rather be hot than cold.
Yes. Perfect. All right, well, thank you so much, Aaliyah.
Of course.
That's all tonight for NewsLink Indiana. Be sure to tune in tomorrow morning at 8 for Cardinal Sunrise's Valentine's Day special, streaming live on the NewsLink Indiana Facebook page and YouTube channel.
And for news anytime, anywhere, just go to cardinalmediabsu.com. Have a great night and stay safe.